Hey guys, so today I'm gonna install the project. I wasn't really planning on filming it, but halfway the project I thought it could be funny because it's probably the least efficient or most stupid way to install it, but I don't really see a better way. So we have one side in, one panel. This is the second panel that needs to go here, but because I'm planning, at least there are a couple of problems here. So I'm planning to increase the ground level here, so the doors are hanging quite high, so that's a little bit harder to install. The pole that I have is a little bit on the short side, so I maybe have to weld rebar there, but I have to see how long. The pole, let me show it here. The pole and the box have to go in together, and they are not connected to each other, so that makes it a little bit harder. And on top of that, it needs to be all level, and I am alone, so I have to balance this there. And I think I'm gonna use woodworking clamps. If that doesn't work, then at least I have a good video. Probably the title's gonna be how not to set up a fence. Yeah, I think that is good. So let's see. There's like a popular cartoon, Neighbor Neighbor. I feel a little bit like that now. This already went better than expected. Kurwa. So because I put the fence door already, and now I have trouble putting the form in, the concrete form. And this is why standardization would be way easier than doing everything custom. Let me get a water spirit. What I like about the water spirit is when you hold it in your hand, you always look a bit professional, that you know what you're doing, that you measure stuff. So let's pick up a really big stone, big concrete block, and I'm gonna throw that in to save some concrete, some time. And it doesn't need to be so strong, it just needs to be heavy and stable. I think I need to go a tiny bit that way now, but okay. So let's do that. Gonna put you here, I think. Yeah. This is not smart, but I'm gonna try. Seriously, how? How is it in hot? That went surprisingly smooth. So for a house I would never do this, but this is for a fence, it's totally fine. And I will stamp it so the concrete goes in between, and it would just save me quite a bit of concrete. So now I'm gonna smash some more rock and I'm gonna install it. Or let me first install it like this thing, and then we have to figure out the pole, because I think the pole needs more support. Like only this goes in, it's probably too short. Yeah, that's too short. I notice here's a gap because I'm using it. So let me drive the tractor away because I'm blocking the road a bit, even though the other tractor could pass by, but and it's blocking the pallet is blocking the form, and then we install. Okay. So this is it. This is how it should look like. It's quite okay. The concrete form is a little bit to the road, but I'm not gonna change it anymore. It's good enough. Like, don't forget that the dirt will only go up anyway, so the box is quite straight, so that's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna weld some rebar on the bottom of the pole, because I think this is a bit too weak. At least the amount of metal that goes into concrete is a bit short, because this whole door is hanging on it and it will be the wood inside. So yeah, so let's weld. So I welded some scrap against the pole. My camera thought let's not record it. These welds are not for YouTube, I guess. So on the front of the pole I have a stiff piece of profile that's like a half meter long. On the back side I have like three pieces of rebar that should hold the pulling forces from the gate. So yeah. I don't want to jinx it, but somehow everything goes extremely easy today. Like, really. I didn't even think about this, but I just welded some crap against it and it just fits there perfectly. Like, I have a couple of centimeters left. Lucky, lucky. So it's etching a little bit this way, but I'm guessing when I remove the support it will hang a bit down and I can always adjust it there, so that should be fine. This way I didn't check it yet. Like, I still have to check if it's not like this. And then I have to collect a lot of stones and throw them in. And then it's concrete time. All has to be done today because those clamps, they are worth a bit of money and people drive here. So yeah, don't really have another good option, so probably it stays this night, but I don't want to have it multiple days. So back to work. I don't have the concrete mixer here simply because I don't have electricity here and no water here. So I'm mixing back in the garden, bring it with the tractor and then throw it in. It's quite boring, so I'm not gonna film that. I will just show you the result, and after the result we're gonna take this off, we're gonna level it. I'm gonna put then I'm gonna paint. After the paint we're gonna put the planks in, and then I'm gonna show my wife how good a husband I am. So the concrete is in, it's finished. I washed it already a bit. Like, there's always like some dirty concrete stuff on the paint. It's all in. This one, like, there's the IKEA plate starts to bend a bit. I already wrote a complaint to IKEA that they should improve their fiber boards, especially here. This is actually quite scary. It's also my fault because I put bolts. I didn't put a screw here. So yeah, let me see if I... Here it's okay. I should have done one more. not the biggest problem. You won't see it because again this will be all dirt. Yeah, so in 2 days I'm gonna remove those clamps. No, in 1 day I will remove the clamps, but I keep the bottom. And then in 3 days I will paint, then put the planks in. Then I can fill the boxes with stones, just like I did there. So day 1, 2, day 3, walking to the office, the gate. You can see the beautiful view here. If we're a little bit lucky, we can see some deer. Because it's still early, it's 7 in the morning, still a bit cold, 10 degrees. That is poop. Somehow the deer really loves this spot. I guess they can walk in here, go to the pond and drink some water. No deer today. Yeah, no deer today. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the box, the form off, clean it a bit, paint it. Now I throw it in. The bucket is really helpful because now I can, this distance is way shorter. And it's more interesting than seeing paint dry, so watching paint dry, not seeing. So the engine is hot from loading all the stones. I'm hot, and I have to remove some stones from the road. I think some cars don't appreciate it. I'm trying not to damage the grass, but almost impossible. It's time to put on the turbo, otherwise we never finish this project. So guys, that was it for this time. I'm finished. I think it became quite nice. Like you can see that like the whole idea was that the plank goes through, that you can see that it was one tree. The third line I flipped one piece, the left one, but I think it is okay, it's good enough. And I cannot just flip it now because then I need to drill another hole in the plank. So yeah, no disaster. I think it looks very nice. I still have to level up the ground, and I fill up that box after I connected the next panel, because the next projects will be that I continue all the way to that big ass tree there. So that is that. From the other side, I noticed when I put on a bit of weight that the doors came a little bit closer. Like I put some weight on, here was a gap of like 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters. Now it's 0. That's the only reason why the planks now are not why the doors are not blowing open, because the wind comes from that side and it's pushing this way, but it cannot go further now. So I have to adjust a little bit, and it's all good. So yeah, thanks for watching. This was quite a heavy one. I have to admit, I am exhausted and I'm gonna eat a lot of food. So yeah, thanks for watching.